And what's going on? It's your boy GeeQue in the building, as always, telling all y'all ladies come freak with the fellas. To my left, your right, I'm sitting with a legend, man. Rap history.
What's up, baby?
I do too short, man.
What's happening?
Pop the collar real quick. Here we go. Now, you here because you still on the grind. You still in this.
Yeah, man, I'm still doing it. I've been on the microphone for well over 20 years, and I've released 15 solo albums, getting ready to drop my 16th in August, and still working with some big boy producers, Jazzy Faye and Little John. They got the OG in the game still.
No doubt. But before we understand the present, we gotta understand your past. How you even got into hip hop in the first place?
Well, I come from the little kid, probably like middle school age, when the rap first left outside of New York, and it was showing up as in the record stores. It was Curtis Blow. It was all the early Sugar Hill records. They always say rappers delight came first, but it was a bunch of little records that came out around 79, 80, and I just immediately, 1980, as soon as I heard rap, I said, I can do this. I want to do it. I was always a musician, and I just went for it, man, and I've been doing it ever since. And since about 81, I've been popular around like my area, and right around 81, 82, we started selling tapes, what you would call a mixtape now, or whatever, a demo, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
We put tapes in the streets, and we put thousands of tapes in the streets. And long before I ever had a record deal, I first put out my first album in 85. Long before that, everybody in the Bay Area knew all my songs. They knew all the words. They knew everything. So, I really didn't go nationwide until 88. And by that time, man, I'm talking like, I was the equivalent to like a Run DMC, LL Cool J in my area before I even came out. So, once I came out, it was just like a snowball. It never really took a lot of promotions or videos or radio play. It just was
Kind of caught on.
It was just too short.
All right. So with that said, you said this is your 16th album. This record industry stuff's not easy, man. You gotta promote yourself and do all that. So why you still doing it?
Well, I put out, when I first went nationwide, I hit like first album, gold, next 6 albums, platinum, hit them with a couple more gold albums, and it's a hell of a job, after you maintain that sort of status in the industry, the money sort of comes easy, much easier, and I've spent times where they shoot you like 30, 40, 50 G's for a verse or for a song on a soundtrack, or all kind of stuff. And when you write that many hit records and sell that many albums, checks keep coming in the mail. It's addictive, man. I'm like, I'll stop rapping when I stop making money off of it.
I could get used to that though. I like that lifestyle.
Exactly.
So you said that you definitely had an impact in the Bay Area and the West Coast on the whole, but I think in hip hop on the whole too. So how does it feel now when there's MCs or rappers that come out and they list you as one of their influences?
Well, man, I was one of those guys who, when I was, at the peak, like the beginning of Too Short, when everybody's just like, oh my God, Too Short, I was one of those guys who really respected the southern, region, you know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily saying as far as the music that was coming out. I mean, they were loving me. And I was, I'm a child of the South. My daddy's from Mississippi. My mother's from New Orleans, so I was in the South, as one of them, and just, really just moving around and whatnot. And, now, as much as I've influenced West Coast rappers, I've had an influence over Midwest rappers as well as down South rappers. And, a lot of them grew up on Too Short. So, it's just to see, reading the magazine and they say who are your influences and my name pops up, man, it's almost like, it's really flattering, but it's almost like, I knew you grew up on Too Short. It had to influence you, because I've been a grown man for a long time, and it's grown men with kids that come up to me and say, man, I got a whooping when I used to listen to you when I was little. I got my ass whooped. So I hear that a lot from 30-year-olds.
No doubt.
I'm adding to that legacy of, putting that track record out there that's going to be hard to catch up to, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's point score, you know what I'm saying?
Will Chamberlain, you talking about?
I mean,
Oh, you talking about all time?
points.
Oh, you're going not just for one game. You're talking about the longevity
points
through a whole
scored.
career.
Yeah,
I follow that.
I'm
Okay.
stretching it 20. It's 20 plus years, man, since I released my first album, and I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for hip hop because I think that hip hop has a stereotype right now that says the older you get, the more you need to back up, and I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be that way. There's some young cats out there right now, they gonna do their Too Short too, so get used to it.
I definitely wish you much continued success, man.
All
Keep
right.
doing it. Extend that crazy catalog.
Yeah.
I definitely
You got the
respect
ladies
that.
out there, show some love to a real player. What?
Yeah, me too.
What?
I'm not a real player, but I'm not 16 albums in the game, but you can
Hey.
still show me some love.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Too Short. Just want to holler at the ladies. You know what I'm going to tell you right now. You need to bring your ass on over here and freak it with the fellas, because you know how we get, baby. Bring it. I'm going to put your number in there and holler at you later.